Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jaigobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jaigobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jaigobind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello, my beautiful Starseed family. How is everyone doing? Thank you so much for coming here live or watching this video replay. My name is Jaigobind, and this is your Channel for Grace. Today, we are going to talk about Venus and what she is doing astrologically for the rest of the week, and there is a lot going on. Did anybody get a chance to read the Moon Magic report from today? It took me forever to write it because there were so many aspects and so many transits for the week. I literally had to choose which ones to actually talk about and which ones to just kind of sprinkle on as the week goes on and I go live. The moon is waning. It's moving into its balsamic phase, which is the inward hermit-like mode, which Virgo likes. We're in Virgo season. We're about to have a new moon in Virgo. On Monday evening, we'll be doing the ceremony. I mean, there's a lot going on. I talked about we're seeing a Star of David, astrological Star of David in the chart. I will talk about that a little bit today. We're also seeing a Venus yod, which is what we're going to focus on today. Holy moly. I mean, it's too much to put it all together, but we're here to talk about Venus and how her transits affect us collectively and also individually. So I'm really excited for today. I've got notes, I've got the chart, I've got everything ready to go because I know I'm going to be going off about this one. Let's take a moment to say hi to everybody in the chat. Hello, Dawn. How are you? Christina Maria, thank you for being here and moderating. Valerie, how are you? Traylene, welcome in. I got your emails. Thank you. So happy that you enjoyed the mini soul healing retreat. Really happy about that. Let's see who else is in here. Shannon is in here. Sage is in here. Welcome in. We've also got, let's see. Do we have Rebecca? Rebecca's in here. Nelvin, hello. Thank you for being here. Chrissy, welcome in. You guys are amazing. Before we dive in to the hypergate, because that's what I'm going to start calling it now. Some of you guys might know I'm actually taking a course myself, the Leo King's most advanced astrology course, and it's called Hypergate. So from now on, when we're getting ready to dive in, we're diving into the hypergate. Okay. Kim, how's it going? Alex, welcome in. Yay. Yay. I love going live. I realize that my live videos are much more watched than the uploaded ones as I watch the analytics. But we will be diving deep today. Before we do that, I have some announcements I want to make. I want to make sure you guys know everything that's coming up so that you know, yeah, Leo King hypergateness, exactly. So that you guys know what's up and how you can get involved and dive deeper. Dive into the hypergate with me. Seriously. By the way, the Moon Goddess training, which I announced, I don't know, like a week ago, is going to be legit. The Moon Goddess training is going to be a hypergate in itself. I can feel it. I've been feeling it. Like the vortex is opening. I am just getting thrown, like inspiring things. Like I am in the zone. I am in the zone right now. And I keep getting visions of the Moon Goddess training. We'll go on for 6 weeks, which is longer than I've done it in the past. This is, I think, the 4th or 5th year. 4th or 5th time doing the Moon Goddess training. So, I mean, this is like, it's been growing and it's been evolving. And this is going to be the most evolved this training will be. This is not one that you want to wait for the next one. This is the perfect time to jump into the hypergate, to jump into the abyss and to dive deep. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I just wanted to tell you guys that I've been feeling so inspired and there's going to be such powerful content. It's going to be more than just like a Moon Goddess training. It's going to be literally an initiation into the mystery schools of Hathor. And that's something that came to me the other day. I have no idea where it came from. Obviously, it probably came from Hathor, but it came to me that that's what we're doing. We're initiating into the mystery schools of Hathor. Hathor, there is such a thing as a Venusian starseed, and it is the Hathor or the Venusian starseed markings. Now, I don't usually talk about those markings in my starseed readings unless someone has like an intense amount of Venusian starseed markings, and then they're connected to the Hathor lineage. What we're going to do in the Moon Goddess training is see how many of those markings you have in your chart. And I bet you if you're drawn to the Moon Goddess training that you have at least one marking, a Venusian starseed marking. The Hathors are, they're a group of beings, starseed beings, just like all the other starseed beings. There's books written about them, but Hathor herself was the teacher of goddess Isis. Okay, let's just start there. There's so much symbolism about Hathor. It's the constellation of the bull. It's the energy of the bull. Like a lot of the image of Hathor is like she's like a bull-like kind of being. It's a motherly energy. It's the earth. There's so much. We're going to talk a lot about Hathor in the training and why this training is specifically has come to me as it is an initiation into the mystery schools of Hathor. So don't miss it. For those of you guys that have done it before, I'm offering 50% off. And then for the new people that you're joining us, I would so love to freaking have you. I mean, this is like one-on-one sessions for 6 weeks. And we get to talk to each other face to face. Well, on Zoom, but you know what I mean? I can't wait till I can do this face to face. But we're going to talk to each other. We're going to communicate. We're going to co-create it together. So I have tons of content, but also as I am very much aware that you have to leave the door open for spirit to flow through and inspire all of us and flow through all of us. So we're co-creating the experience together. I can't freaking wait. I'm so excited. It's like I'm jittery about it. And I keep getting more hits and more hits of things that we need to talk about, make sure we cover and all like it's intense, but I freaking love it. And yes, For the people that are signing up for the first time, the whole 6-week program, everything, you're going to get a copy of your chart. We're going to talk about the Venusian starseed markings. We're going to talk about the mystery schools of Hathor. We are going literally learning in the mystery schools of Hathor. We are going to, so there's going to be astrology. There's going to be like practical application. I'm going to show you meditation. Something else that came to me is that during the 6 weeks, what we're going to be doing together is, for one, very important, something that in the last training we didn't focus too much on because I was adding so much astrology. This time I'm bringing back the focus on the moon centers. So the first day we're going to talk about the moon centers of the woman and start to track them. And the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to do together, because 6 weeks is 40 days. So we're going to do a 40-day meditation together during the whole 6 weeks. And that's every day meditating, a very specific meditation. That hasn't come to me yet, but I know that we're going to do a 40-day meditation. I mean, it's like this is like, it's intense. Plus the astrology, plus the topics talking about sovereignty, empowerment, self-care, the sacred feminine. We'll also talk a little bit about the sacred masculine. Today I realized that I'm going to have most likely my husband. You guys might know him, might not. Don, he kind of comes in the chat every once in a while. If there was ever a sort of relationship that resembled that of like a twin flame relationship or a soulmate relationship, it is literally the relationship that I have with my husband. He is such a supportive, he's in his sacred masculine, and he is such a supportive energy. Like he's my rock. But it's more than just like we have a good relationship. It's we support each other through everything. We know that we're both here to be teachers. We're both projectors in human design, first of all. When we come together in a relationship, we create the generator. So it's so cool. So alone, we have to wait for the invitation. We don't have our power source. We don't have a generator. We don't have our own energy. But when we come together, our human designs come together and they create the generator energy. So it's crazy, like the amount of stuff that is coming through. So I'm thinking of having him come in and speak about the sacred masculine and holding space for the sacred feminine. And we're going to be studying, obviously, all about the woman and the moon centers of the woman, and like how magical the feminine is. I mean, the Hathor, the original like priestess, like teacher, mother being, right? Magic. Yeah. All of that. And so I want to bring in the perspective of that sacred masculine. So we might have him come and talk to us a little bit about his experience of holding that space, because I think it's so important to see it from an actual man or whatever, an actual like representative of the masculine. So I am so freaking excited about that. I know I just went on a freaking tantrum because this is what I'm telling you. I'm in the freaking hypergate and I can't get out. I don't want to get out, but it's just flying at me. So much inspiration. You just don't miss this one. If you sign up, the price is going to go up on September 22nd. And I did put an option there for a payment plan. So for those of you that would prefer to stretch it out a little bit, you can separate the 222 into 2 months. You can pay half of it, 111, sacred number. You can pay 111 when you sign up if you want to, and then 111 the next month. So to make it accessible for everyone to be able to sign up, you literally probably pay more in your energy bill. But anyways, I'm just joking. The price does increase on the 22nd. So you want to make sure you sign up before the 22nd, unless you want to give me more money, which I totally, I'm totally cool with that. But if you also want to do this with a friend, this would be a really good time, because we create a sisterhood circle, and we support each other throughout the whole journey. So there we go. I know I'm missing some comments in the chat. It might be the 6th. Okay, well, there you go. I have not been keeping track. It might be the 6th moon goddess training. Damn, we're creating a legacy now. I love it. Yes, I would love to have you at this one, Christina Maria. Kim says Venus is in 9 aspects of my chart, and the biggest activation in Egypt was the Temple of Hathor. Yes, exactly, Kim. That's what I'm talking about. Oh my God. When we did QHHT, we went there. We just went there. Remember the gold? Dude, I did not forget that session. Yes. So, and we're planning on doing a training, Shannon, with Dawn for the men. He's actually, he entered the hypergate when I told him that we should do something together to teach the men to help their women, or the masculine help the feminine, however you want to put that. It is like a composite chart. It's kind of like a composite, but I think it's more like a synastry chart in human design. By the way, I want to learn human design. I mean, the gene keys, my God, the Leo King's been blowing my mind. I'm going to start doing gene keys too, you guys. Thank you. Yes, the link is in the description. Yay. So that's the thing that I'm probably the most excited about, but there's a million other things going on. I'm doing a special. It's September. Happy September, everyone. The new special this month is when you purchase, if you've already had a Starseed DNA activation with me, you're eligible to get a Starseed ancestry reading. You're eligible for the activation. So this month, those of you that want to dive into and receive your own journey, your own astral travel journey, an astral Starseed DNA activation, I record them literally from scratch with my voice. And it's a journey for you. It's your own private, individualized journey based off of your chart, your Starseed ancestry readings. You get to meet your Starseed family. You get to activate your Starseed mission. And I design it based off of the Starseed markings and your Starseed reading that we did. So when you purchase that this month, you're going to get a free oil. Again, I'm just continuing the oil thing because I want to put them out there in the world. I want people to use the oils. I want them to start connecting with the Starseed Essential Oil Blend line. I'm also going to be doing a sale this weekend, Labor Day sale, 30% off all of the oils, all of them. So that's going to be for those of you that would like to get a specific one, all your Starseed markings. That's going to be a really awesome opportunity. And then the special is good for the USA and Canada. And if you're outside of the US, you'll get a copy of my Stargates calendar. And I'm trying to figure something out. There's a new calendar coming out soon. Also, exactly. There's a new calendar coming out soon. I'm hoping to put it out by the Pisces full moon. So I got some work to do. I cracked myself up. But that's coming out soon. The fall equinox is just around the corner. Oh my God. We're talking 22 days until the equinox. Whew. Oh, here's another thing I'm excited about. So you know how I've been doing this Stargates calendar every 3 months? Next year, I'm going to keep doing that. So we have the fall and then the winter. Hello, Jill. But next year, you guys, when Aries season comes around and when the new astrological year arrives, this is my plan. This is my intention. I'm throwing it out there to the universe because I've been really feeling the call to do this, is to expand on the Stargates calendar, to write a book that is for the whole year, starting with Aries season, because that's the astrological the year, and do the Stargates, but for the whole entire year, and add whatever else important things I want to add to the book, similar to what actually not similar to what Tara and I did, the Circle of Stars, but similar in the sense that I want it to be an actual hard copy book that you can purchase on Amazon or whatever and get your copy of it. That's what I want. I want to create that. And I'm really excited about it. And I'll obviously got some work to do on that one too. I've got 6 months. Let's do this. So that, I mean, that's also coming up and happening. So we've got, what did I talk about? Moon Goddess training starts October 6th. The special for this month, the sales going on this weekend on my Etsy shop. Check that out. I think that's good. Oh, no, that's not it. We're having a chakra balancing essential oil doTERRA challenge. So if you have been wondering, this is part of, I'm going to talk about the oils too. I'm going to like kind of sprinkle them in throughout the Moon Goddess training, because I also want to design an oil that helps to balance the moon centers. So the Moon Goddess oil blend. But we're going to talk about oils and which ones are good for the feminine and the sacred oils that were used in ancient Egypt. That's part of it. God, there's going to be so much. But we are doing a challenge, a 5-day challenge for anyone that's interested in learning how to use essential oils. Because a lot goes into like the making of the oils, and we like to use them for like diffusing and things like that. But the qualities of the oils that doTERRA creates, which is the company that I use and I work with, the quality of those oils are just like beyond, and you don't need to use very much of it. It lasts you a long time. We're going to focus on oils that help us balance our chakras. It's the perfect time to do this, because in Virgo season, when it's all about the daily schedule and focusing on the details, like your routine is even more important than like everything that you do. Like when you take care of yourself, think of it as like, I just got this image of literally lathering yourself in like essential oils and like taking care of yourself in like ancient, I don't know, I just had a vision, literally just had a vision of being like in ancient Egypt and lathering our bodies, the females lathering their bodies with oil, as like that's how they bathed and cleaned themselves and all of that. Don't ask me where the hell that came from, but we are bringing that back through these little challenges that we do. The last challenge we did, we talked about kind of in a general sense, different ways of using the oils for cleaning supplies, for soaps and like face things, skin care. And this time we're focusing on the chakras. And that's something that Shannon, Stories from the Lion's Mane, is really passionate about. She does Reiki healing. She's also learning how to do past life regression, doing a training herself. She has been, looking into this stuff for a while now, and it's something that she's just really excited about. So I asked her if she would be interested in doing this challenge with me to help lead it with me. So that's what's happening. We're using a specific kit. And the link is, to sign up, the link is in the description of the video. But if you have questions, just feel free to email me, jaicobend@channelforgrace.guru, and let me know everything, the questions you have. Basically, you just purchase the kit. It arrives to your home from doTERRA. And then we meet on Zoom every day for 5 days. And we talk about, like I said, all different things. The chakras, the oils, how to use them, different ways. We're actually going to make our own little roller bottle. Our own little blend. So I'm really excited about that as well. That's going to be coming up in like less than 2 weeks. So you want to make sure you order your oils as soon as possible, but there'll be replays of all the days, so you can do it on your own time as well if you need to. All right. That's everything. I'm going to stop there because we'll be here forever. I've been like announcing things for 37 minutes. Post broadcast, peruse the description box for all the updates. I love that. Yes. Yes, do that. Only a few things happening. So Jai, how's your record deal? Add a few more things on your plate. LOL, you're awesome. Right, Jill? Oh, I've got something brewing. I've got a little secret for you guys. But I'm not going to let the cat the cat out of the bag. But I've got a little some for you. The only person that knows is Shannon and Dawn. But now you guys know there's a secret. There's a secret coming. Okay, so let's talk about Venus and the astrology of Venus for the week. Let me actually switch over to this screen. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. I'm back on Instagram. I've been having a lot of fun over there. And that 40-day meditation, I think I'm going to do it live on Instagram Live. So that everyone kind of gets to participate in that. I might do we'll do it together as the Moon Goddess training, but then I think once we start, I'm going to do it live on Instagram and go live every day, at the same time or something like that, so that you guys can join me there on Instagram, and then whoever else wants to join us can as well. That's going to be really cool. Shannon. That's really funny. Okay, so what are we looking at? Gnarliness. All right, what I need is, let's see, yes. Look at this. Look at that. You're like, there's 151 aspects happening at the moment. Let's try to decipher one by one. No, let's not. Because this is just savage. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you decipher this. What we're looking at here. Let me just show you some crazy things, just off, the big things that I'm gonna be kind of talking about. See if you guys like it. See in yellow. There's one. There is another one. Look at that. Ooh, what's that? Yep. That, ladies and gentlemen, is called the Star of David. Star of David. Nothing to see here. What is that? Well, for one, we got a Star of David, ladies and gentlemen. We also have, how about here? Not there. Let's go right here. That is a mystic rectangle. And somewhere here is another one. There's more than one. It's hard to see them with so many lines. And yeah, wasn't that cool? It's not exactly, because the Star of David is 6 points and the Venus star is 5 points, like a pentagram. But this is the one. The one. You are the one, Neo. This is what we're going to talk about. Boom shakalaka. Look at that. Venus with Vesta, the keeper of the sacred flame, in her dignified sign of Libra. This is a yod. This is what we call a Venus yod, which is a big deal because these are the types of angles that are found in the Venus star points. That's why, astrologers call it the finger of God. It's actually the finger of the goddess. And what's on the other end? Oh, white moon Selena. Black moon Lilith. Why do I keep doing that? Whoa, I keep doing that. I keep calling Black moon Lilith white moon Selena. Black moon Lilith, the renegade goddess. She's a goddess, also at 22 degrees, making a sextile. By the way, Taurus is another dignified sign of Venus, making a sextile to Neptune at 22 degrees in Pisces, where Venus is exalted. I can't make this stuff up. And she's with Pallas Athena. So Vesta is the keeper of the sacred flame. Venus is the goddess of love and beauty. Black moon Lilith is the renegade goddess. Neptune is the god of intuition, the god of the sea. My yod. Yeah, exactly. Pallas Athena is the goddess of wisdom. This is the yod, and they're all in Libra sign. In Venus signs. Venus is dignified in Libra, dignified in Taurus, and exalted in Pisces. What in the actual F is going on this week? And that's just the yod. Because I showed you guys the Star of David that's happening. The Star of David is another. That's why I'm calling this divine intervention. It's crazy. Where was that Star of David? There it is. The reason that the Star of David works and what it forms, the reason why this is significant, if we complete this, it's a sextile to another sextile to another sextile, which is not exact, it's within orb there, not marked in the chart, to another sextile to another sextile to another sextile. So all the points, this is sacred geometry, you guys. All the points in the chart of the two triangles, the two grand trines, sextile each other. And that's what's happening. This is all happening on the 4th. What is today? I don't even know. Today's the 1st. So this is this week. Like, we're going to feel all of this coming in and then going away. Yod Mars and 8 Sagittarius. Yes. Yeah, it is epic. Okay, so what's involved here? The moon, North Node and Ceres, Chiron, the wounded healer, Saturn, South Node and Juno, Mercury. Those are all the planets involved in the Star of David. I talked a little bit about it. Look how perfectly, God, it's like, fuck. It just blows my mind. It's so pretty. It's like, oh, they're all evenly spaced out. It's like pleasing to the eye. So moon is our emotions. The North Node is destiny. Chiron is the healer. Saturn is like the teacher. South Node is our past, karma, like old stories, like letting go, releasing. Also our gifts that we come into the world with. And Mercury is the magician, the alchemist. And Mercury is actually the dispositor of the North Node, which is in Gemini. And so he's like channeling this powerful, what the heck? This powerful, like, this entire thing. It looks like a flower. I know it does. Oh my God. I just want to keep marking the chart up because it's so pretty. There's so much, you guys. There's just so much. But let's focus on the yod, okay? So what's the significance of this yod? First of all, it's like goddess energy. The second thing I mentioned it. The second thing I mentioned it is like basically the energy of Venus in the next few months is transitioning. She's getting ready to transition. Venus is preparing for moving into a new phase. Remember, for 5.5 months, she has been in the remembering and embodiment phase, which is the phase where she actually makes 5 conjunctions with the crescent moon right after the new moons. So we've been seeing those Venus moon portals happening right after every new moon for the last 5.5 months. That's a phase of Venus. Venus goes through 13 phases, which is also very similar to the 13 moon centers, the 13 astrological signs, including the 13th sign, which is Ophiuchus, which rules the shaman, the mystic, the healer, the Kundalini energy, DNA activation, womb healing, everything, the sacred divine feminine, the serpent energy. So it's the 13th sign is included. It's 13 phases of Venus. It's 13 moon centers. And the sacred number of the goddess is 13. Whoa. We're going to have to talk about the Venus phases in the moon goddess training. But the next phase, so we're next in about a month or so, we're going to have a new moon in Libra. We're going to enter Libra season, first of all. By the way, did you know that we're starting the Moon Goddess training on the new moon in Libra? That is not by accident. It is going to be amazing. But on October 6th, the new moon in Libra. September 22nd, fall equinox. The sun enters the sign of Libra, and that's the season ruled by Venus. So it's Venus season. On October 30th, Venus is going to enter her wholeness phase. And then on December 19th, she's going to enter her completion phase. I've already written all the dates out for the fall webinar, by the way. I'm ready, I'm prepared. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the next two phases. So Venus is basically going to go retrograde in December, and she's going to pass the sun, and then she's going to start to come back towards the sun in Capricorn. This is going to happen during Capricorn season. And she's going to make a conjunction with the sun, pass it. That's called the inferior conjunction. We saw that 9 months before in Gemini. So the last time that happened, I believe the last time there was a Capricorn star point was in 2014. In Capricorn season of 2014. So it's going to bring up things that happened back then, relationship-wise. It's like the full cycle finishes. It's kind of crazy. The last one, 9 months ago, with Venus was, I believe, it might have been the last one. I can't remember exactly. It might have been 2012, but I don't remember anyways, when there was a powerful another Gemini star point. Regardless, it's going to go retrograde, go past the sun, and then go direct and then go through it again. That's significant because after that inferior conjunction, she officially becomes the morning star. Right now, she's the evening star. By the way, if you guys want to learn more about Venus, take my module 5 of Aquarian Astrology Level 1. I went apeshit on that one. I was looking at my outline earlier today because I wanted to talk about some of the things here. And I'm like, damn, I need to watch it again. It was a good one. I feel like it may have been the best one yet. Yeah, exactly. This is the finger of the goddess. Exactly. Do I have time to get the oils? Yes. Yes, Dawn. The answer is yes. Yes. Okay, she needs rest. Oh, interesting. I think she's just in her element. But there's a cool thing. Man, I wish I could show you guys this. I wish I could show you this. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to try to do this because I can't see it now. But basically, this is a chart of the Venus in the sky when she goes through her phases. And what we're going to see is, I'm going to talk about it first and then we're going to point at it. She is basically right here. And she's about to make the descending into the underworld. Woo, that was crazy. So she's about to descend. So the phase that she's moving into, which the first one is the wholeness phase, and then the completion phase. The wholeness phase, just to give you a little bit of what this is going to mean. So we're going to start to feel all of this right now. Is Venus is still the evening star. She achieves maximum brightness. Do you realize this is like Venus's full moon phase? That's literally what it means, is Venus's full moon phase, her wholeness phase. She is at maximum height and maximum separation from the sun, and then the velocity decreases to a standstill and begins her final approach to Earth by the phase end. That's a 50-day phase. And the personal dharma is actualizing individual potential in complete service to the betterment of the world. Like she's entering her full moon phase. And then when she enters a completion phase in December, when she goes retrograde, she's decreasing in brightness. She's entering the underworld. She's appears to be moving closer to the sun. She accelerates in retrograde speed. So she starts going faster backwards from a standstill and then moves closer to Earth. That's only a 15-day phase. And the personal dharma is tirelessly sharing oneself to improve both local and larger social arenas, maturing one's process of acting for the common good. I mean, this is like collective themes that are going on. The reason I wanted to mention that is because with a Venus yod this week, what a Venus yod does is it makes it so that you have to pay attention to these certain things. If Venus is the planet that we're observing, and there's this finger of the goddess pointing directly at her from the other goddesses, it's a big deal. The energy of the goddess in general is showing up. And what is it telling us? Let me put the picture back up real quick so you guys can see it. Hey, Dancing River of Stars. I love that name. Do you mind if I steal it for a title of my book? I'm just kidding. It's badass though. I would. With permission, of course. Okay, so here it is. So the point tells you what the resolution is. The point tells you what to focus on. It is Venus, it is relationships, it is balance, it is harmony, it is the sacred flame. The keeper of the sacred flame is the focusing on the beauty, on the beautiful, on the feminine, on the goddess. Do it. Ooh. On the goddess, you know? So this is what this week, I mean, this is Venus at her best, getting aspected by her two favorite signs. Black Moon Lilith it's being a renegade goddess. So being basically very much the rebel here on Earth. Black Moon Lilith in Taurus, which some astrologers, and I actually agree, I believe this too, is that Taurus is ruled also by the Earth, not just Venus, but by the Earth. When you look at the sun at the center, heliocentric, Earth is Taurus. So this is about us being like the feminine rebel, the rebel spirit, that renegade energy, that renegade goddess on Earth. Sextiling our deepest, most powerful intuition, Pallas Athena, the goddess of wisdom, using our wisdom, channeling that divine wisdom that comes through from the divine. That's why I called it divine intervention. This is literally divine intervention right here. I mean, all three of these are 22 degrees. You can't get more exact than that. This is us connecting to God, goddess, channeling that divine wisdom, activating it here in the physical, in this third dimension, and focusing on using those things to bring balance, harmony, holding that, adding to that sacred flame, the sacred flame of humanity, the sacred flame of love and balance within relationships. So this is a very rare thing, and it will be aspecting certain houses for you. For all of us, it's going to be aspecting certain houses. So I'll go through and tell you where this is happening. So think of it, when I go through the houses, think of it as this is where God is asking me to focus on right now. This is where the divine intervention is happening. This is where I'm being called to like pull my attention towards in terms of relationships. On a little side note, today I received some of the books that I'm going to be reading and studying. Sacred Symbol of Oneness by John Dee. This is the book about the hieroglyphic monad. It was written during the Renaissance. We're studying this in Hypergate School. Corpus Hermeticum by Hermes Trismegistus. This is basically Hermetic Alchemy, the Kabbalion Hermetic Philosophy by the Three Initiates. Just a little show and tell. And the study edition of the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, the Atlantean. So if you guys want to know what the hell I'm up to, that's what I'm up to in my personal time. Right. Venus, Vesta. Exactly. Okay. Just wanted to do a little show and tell for you guys. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go through each of the signs. Yes. And let me put this away. Yeah, it's super badass. We're going to I'm going to pull archetype cards for each of the signs. We're going to pull cards to see which sign goes next. And are you guys ready? Are you ready? Give me a 1 in the chat if you're ready. It's pretty wild. This stuff fascinates me. There's something else. Hypergate school. It's the hypergate for sure. Whoa. Okay, here we go. Here's the first one. Sag. All right, Sag. Let's do this. Sagittarius. Who is a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, or rising? If you are a Sagittarius rising, this is happening in your 11th house. So Venus is in your 11th house. That's what that means. Neptune is in your 4th. And white moon, black moon Lilith is in your 6th. So this divine intervention for you is happening in relationship to home and family, your routine, your everyday life, and then how you're sharing yourself with the world, how you're sharing your gifts with the world. So that is what is happening for Sagittarius. The divine intervention, home and family, everyday life, your health too, and then also your friendships, your acquaintances, and how you share your gifts with the world. So let's see which archetype card wants to come through, just to give you some wisdom for the week. That's what I wanted to focus on. Thank you, guys. Yes. Oh. The King. The King. The King. Oh my God. I got obsessed with that series called Versailles. The King. Sorry, that was kind of loud. So, the King. Well, I'm not even going to use the book because I just want to channel this. But what I see in this card is the sun. So this is about shining your inner light. This week is about shining your light. This week is about healing, like putting the energy. The hands represent the heart. So it's like the healing energy. It's like you reach out and you reach for it and you call it in, or you touch with a loving hand. That's part of it as well. The King. Oh, well, we're going to talk about Black Moon Lilith in the Moon Goddess training in detail. But that would be fun too. The King is in charge. The King is on top. The King has to be responsible. The King has to have his ish together. Like, this is a week for you to not only be at your best, but also embody the power of what it feels like to have power. And it's about shining your light, listening, like putting your hands out and listening with your heart. Listening with your heart. Super powerful. There you go, Sagittarius. All right. The next sign is Libra. Here we go, Libra. What is going on for Libra? So Libra, this means that the Venus is obviously in your 1st house, and that Pallas Athena is in your 6th, and Black Moon Lilith is in your 8th. So this is a similar energy. If Venus is in your first house, you're embodying the goddess at the moment. So you're part of what's coming up for you is, are you being yourself? Are you focusing on, like, in your everyday life, in your routine? Are you focusing on doing things that support that part of you? And then are you allowing the deep, soulful change to show up in your life, but not just show up, but like actually process it and let it move through? Letting go. Are you letting go? Are you releasing? The first house is the self. Sixth house is everyday life, your schedule, your routine, your health, being here in the moment, being present. And the eighth house is change and transformation. So you're going to see changes happening for yourself in your own sense of self and identity, but also having to do with that will be reflected in your everyday life. Oh, whoa, what is up with all these masculine? The father. The father is the archetype that you get. So the father is about, the father can this makes sense. Okay, because father time, this is what's coming through. Father time, Saturn, the ruler of time, the ruler of karma. In the eighth house energy is death, change, and transformation. Sixth house energy is about being in the moment, and first house is about the self. This is Saturn, the father, like telling you, okay, I'm going to guide you in the right direction, but you need to listen. You need to like get a hold of yourself. You need to control. You need to learn to become responsible. Step into sovereignty by becoming responsible this week. And be in your power, be in your strength. So the father is also Saturn, which is also the teacher. So the teacher comes to teach you a lesson, literally, which can be crazy, can be gnarly, but I think it will bring balance into your life. I don't think you're just kind of like thrown out there in the wind, but this is something that is serious. Saturn has serious energy. Cancer is next. Let's see what we got for Cancer. There we go. So Cancer, Venus is in your fourth house. And so that means that Neptune and Pallas Athena are in your ninth, and that Black Moon Lilith is in your 11th. So what are the themes? Home and family, spiritual integration, higher knowledge, higher awareness, expansion, expanding your mind, expanding your ability to process, and then how you're sharing that with the world. Those are the things. So you're going to be spiritually integrating the experiences that are going on with family and friends. That's the focus. And it will really affect life at home. Your life with home and family. Damn. Okay, so this week is heavy, you guys, because we keep getting these crazy cards. The Warrior. With a snake in it. The Warrior and the snake. Okay, the Kundalini Activation, the Kundalini energy. This is a very powerful activation for you. This is the sacred feminine. There's also a rainbow here. This is all of the chakras, all the colors of the rainbow. But it's asking you, the universe is asking you to warrior up. But warrioring up has to do more for you about stepping into that dark feminine, not as a bad thing, but to actually stepping into your sacred divine feminine, which is more of the energy of a fucus. I feel a fucus with the snake, with the serpent. And so this is the transformation, the shedding of the skin, the activating the DNA. It's a week of Kundalini awakening for you, for sure. Virgo is next. Let's check out what we got for Virgo. For Virgo, you've got Venus in your second house, which means that you've got Pallas Athena and Neptune in the 7th, and then Black Moon Lilith in the 9th. Second house is about your values, your sense of self and self-esteem, your priorities, money, finances. The 7th house is relationships, and the 9th is expansion. So what's going on here is the resolve is you need to ground yourself more. You need to find more grounding. The things that are affecting this energy is your relationships and your expanding mind, because your mind is expanding right now. With Black Moon Lilith in your 9th, there's spiritual integration that it goes beyond surface level understanding. It also is affecting your relationships. And so to stay grounded and to stay connected and to know who you are in terms of your values is what you should focus on to keep yourself connected to that flow. Ooh, look at this. You get the shapeshifter. The shapeshifter. I feel like the shapeshifter is about adaptation. It's going with the flow. It's moving with it, shape-shifting as things come up, adapting yourself as things come up. That's what this week is about, is make sure that you are focusing on adapting, not getting stuck. Very, very important, Virgo, this week. All right, Taurus is next. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Taurus, obviously, you're going to have one of the parts of the yod in your first house, and it's going to be Black Moon Lilith. Venus is in your 6th house. So you've got Black Moon Lilith in your first, and then Pallas Athena and Neptune in your 11th. So this is your rebel self showing up full throttle for yourself, for every moment, focusing on being present, focusing on the details. And also your relationships to friends and acquaintances, putting yourself out there, sharing. So I feel like you're being a little rebel in a way with Black Moon Lilith in your first house. This is a part of you that is sort of like coming out more now, because she's been kind of transiting here in this area. So you're being more renegade, as I like to call it. You're being more renegade. But what this is really doing is it's actually helping you to be more present, and it's actually helping you to know what you have to share. What are you here to share? What are you like? How are you working with others? And how is that important or symbolic for yourself in your life right now? Let's see what archetype card you get. Oh, this is cool. Okay, the flame. So I'm going to say this is Pallas Athena energy coming through. I mean, not Pallas Athena, but Vesta, the keeper of the sacred flame, which in your chart is in the sixth house with Venus. So the focus for you, the thing that's going to keep you going this week, is to focus your willpower, to focus your drive, and to focus your motivation on what's going on right here in the moment, on the things that you can control, and to organize yourself around that passion, which sounds weird to organize passion, but to give yourself the time and the space to really express the passion that's coming through. That's the most important thing. And next we have Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. You've got Venus transiting your 10th house of career. So that's really cool. So this is also the 5th and the 3rd house. So Venus is in your 10th, and you've got Neptune in the 3rd with Pallas Athena, and then Black Moon Lilith in your 5th. So 10th house is career, showing up for the world, your life path. That's what you need to focus on. And then the 3rd house is your intuition, channeling the messages from the divine, and also letting your inspiration, your willpower, your passion, and your creativity guide you on your life path. Wow, that's a really beautiful one. I like that a lot, actually, for Capricorn. And let's see what card you get. Oh, the bridge. Oh, I love that. The bridge. So this week the bridge is from here to where you really need to be is going to present itself. And through listening to your intuition, through listening to your spirit guides, your angels and teachers, you're going to make your way across the bridge. The bridge is here to help you get from here to there. What are your goals? The bridge will appear so you can cross through it to get to where you want to go. And this is about showing up for yourself, but showing up for the world as well. Wow, super powerful. Aquarius is next. Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Aquarius, you've got Venus transiting the 9th. So that means the other houses aspected are the 4th and the 2nd. So the focus is on spiritually integrating this week. Whatever is going on with relationships, you're spiritually integrating. And then it's affecting your home life, your family. And it's also affecting your sense of groundedness and your sense of self-esteem. I think your mind is expanding a lot. And you're receiving a lot of insight right now through your intuition, through whatever channels you're open to, you're receiving a lot of insight. It is affecting your life at home because you, in essence, on a deep level, are changing. You're changing what is important to you. New values, new priorities. Oh, wow, look at this. You get the underworld. This is kind of a crazy looking card. So this week is about things that are hidden coming up to the surface so that they can be observed from that higher perspective, 9th house, that will eventually change your life as you know it, because your values are changing as you witness the unfolding of these powerful things. As you witness the unfolding of them, you realize that you're no longer the same. So the way that you identify yourself within family and within loved ones it's changing. It's also changing. So that is causing a lot of shift in your life. All right, Aries. Aries, I love that you're feeling it, Sage. Thank you for that confirmation. Aries, let's see, you've got Venus transiting your 7th house, which means the 2nd and the 12th house are also affected by this yod. The focus is on your relationships, but you are receiving wisdom from your higher self, which is helping you to realign yourself in this 3-dimensional reality. It's affecting your relationships because that's where Venus is and Vesta. You need to focus on relationships right now. But the most important thing is to listen to your own wisdom, to your higher wisdom, guiding you as to how to walk. Yeah, how to walk on this earth. Whoa. Let's see what archetype card wants to come out for you. Let's see. Oh, this is actually really beautiful. You get the maiden. I love that. Okay, so, and you see the beautiful rose right there? The rose. This is a beautiful pink rose. So the focus for you is, it feels like this is beautiful because this is so Aries. Aries is the innocence. Aries is the beginning of the journey. Aries is the fool because he hasn't yet gone through the journey. It's the beginning. Hey, babe. So the maiden also represents the fool, which is Aries. The maiden also represents the young feminine energy, the innocent feminine energy, the energy that is only really able to manifest itself by going full throttle, by just going for it. because you haven't, the maiden and the young energy, the Aries, the Fool, they haven't yet learned like those heavier lessons that make them slow down. So right now they're like full throttle. So this is also Venus saying full throttle, just go for it. Just go for it. And have fun being in that sacred space for yourself. All right, we've got 4 more. Pisces is next. So one of these points, Pisces, is actually in your first house. And that's going to be Neptune and Pallas Athena. But Pisces, you've got Venus in the 8th house. Neptune and Pallas Athena in your first. And then Black Moon Lilith in your third. This is sense of self, relating to speaking your truth, and death, change, and transformation. Whoa, that's kind of intense. You're going through a transformation this week, a shaman's death, a new beginning. Holy moly. And it's going to show up. You're going to change. You're changing, like literally changing. Look at this card, the Destroyer. Okay. The Destroyer. That's the 8th house. So that's Venus in the 8th with Vesta, which is the keeper of the sacred flame. Everything that destroys also creates. Everything that destroys also creates. And that's what to focus on, is not on the destruction, but on the creation, on the new beginning that's arriving this week, the new understanding of yourself and you being able to speak your truth more clearly. Gemini is next. Sun, Moon, Venus, rising. Let's see what we got. You have Venus in the 5th, which means that Neptune and Pallas Athena are in your 10th. And, whoa, Black Moon Lilith is in your 12th. That's really interesting. So what I feel with this is your creativity and your passion is what you need to focus on. But as you create, as you bring to life, as you passionately bring things into manifestation, you will see this. The creativity, the passion will this is really on it for me. Your creativity and your passion, because you're listening with your divine channels, you're listening to the inspiration from the universe, will manifest in your life path, in your career. I love that. Wow, Gemini, this is a powerful transit for Geminis. And we get, whoa, this is crazy. Okay, the dead end. I actually really like this. Wow, a lot of ending energy and new beginning cards. Super interesting. The dead end. What happens when you get to the dead end is, it's like that song I wrote, Embracing Change. How you hit rock bottom, you get to the dead end, and you realize that there's nowhere to go but up or out. It is a dead end, but it doesn't mean things are over. So something has reached a dead end for you. And so all you need to do is like move in a different direction. This is your spirit guides, your angels and teachers going, hang on a second. There's no need to go that way. There's no need to enter into that space. It's reached a dead end. It's like the card that's coming to me is the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. That phase is over. It's an ending. There's nothing left here. Move on. Scorpio. Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Scorpio, you have Venus in your 12th, which means that the 5th and the 7th house of the other house is aspected. Venus is in your 12th. Neptune and Pallas Athena are in your 5th. And then Black Moon Lilith is in your 7th. So for you, as you listen, your focus is on your spirituality. Your focus is on your higher self, your soul, your connection to God, your divinity. And when you focus on that this week, what's going to happen is you'll realize that your creativity leads you there and is inspired by it. And when you're in that space of creativity, your relationships start to change and shift. But the focus is on the spiritual. That's the key to resolving any issues that come up this week. Oh, wow, look at this. The pilgrim. The pilgrim. The traveler. The pilgrim. It's a transitory energy. This week it's not about staying put. It is about taking a journey. The pilgrim goes on a journey, right? It's about taking a journey and moving into a different space. So this is not stationary. This isn't things the way you're experiencing them right now are not going to stay specifically this way. I actually would love to see what the book also has to say about the pilgrim. Let's add to this one. The wanderer, the traveler, the apprentice. Ooh, I like that. Yes. You are on a journey. That's what it is. You're on a journey, Scorpio. Dang, that's actually really beautiful. You're on a journey to discover your creativity, to unlock the door to your creativity by paying attention to your relationship with the divine. Hello, Belinda, welcome in. And your relationships with people here on Earth. And last but not least, we get Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. So Leo, you have Venus and Vesta in your 3rd. And so that means that the 8th and the 10th house are aspected too. So you've got intuition in the 8th. In the 10th, you've got Taurus, Black Moon Lilith. The focus is to communicate your truth. That's where you should focus on this week. That's where Venus is. Focus on your own truth. Speaking your truth, speaking your voice, communicating from that space. A lot of things are changing, but you are in a place of understanding. You are in a place of higher awareness as to these things that are changing are because they're guiding me on my path, on my life path. And that's where you're seeing a lot of the manifestation of that is your journey, your life path, your career, whatever you want to call it, how you're showing up in the world is also transforming. Ooh, Leo! The queen, baby! So, we started with the king and we end with the queen. Get the F out of here, Venus. We just literally talked about the yod. I talked a lot about the yod and the importance of it and how it's affecting us. And we start with the masculine energy. And now we're ending with the freaking feminine, the queen. The queen. I love it. There's also a snake in this card. This is a Kundalini activation, DNA activation, the moon. The first card was the sun, and now this is the moon. I love that. I have a Leo moon. I love this card. The red ruby. Knowledge, wisdom. The hand holding the serpent is the comfortability of that, like mysterious. Comfort in the mysterious. Comfort. Let me show you the hand with the snake. Comfort in the unknown. Comfort, 8th house. Comfort within the shift, comfort within the change. You understand it. And you are at your best when you embody like the lion, king, queen, goddess, God, whatever you want to call it. This is about the sacred divine feminine, the womb of all creation. Super intense energies for Leo, but this is about you being at your best. You need to remember who you are this week. Remember who you are. Freaking love that, you guys. Let me go back to the screen. Thank you everyone so much for hanging out with me today. I know you guys really like this video. This gets quite a few views for my channel. So thank you for being here live, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. Make sure that you check out all of the special links and announcements and everything that I talked about in the description, because we've got a special going on. We got a sale happening this weekend on my Etsy shop, Eagle Star Jewels. We've got Moon Goddess training coming up, the most epic version that I've done so far. We've got the chakra challenge coming up. There's a lot. So thank you. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Miwi at Channel for Grace. And I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your day. And I will be back on Friday to do the mini readings. So thank you again, and I'll see you soon.